Hello and welcome to another PST tutorial. In this tutorial, I am going to show you where you can find the change history for a job in WebPST. I am going to start WebPST, and then I'm going to log in, and this will take me to the home screen that you will see when you first get into PST. From here, I'm just going to go to the jobs screen, and I'm going to bring up a job. Now, when you get to an edit existing job screen, like you see here for job 2026, number 4, up in the job summary area, there is a new button. It says Change History. I'm going to click on this button and it brings up a pop-up. And this is the change history that is currently available in PST Desktop, but now it's available in WebPST. This is invaluable for understanding what happened with a job. We often get emails and calls about something has happened with a job and they don't understand what happened. You can research this yourself by using this change history. Um, Here we have a filter, so you can filter based on certain things. You can filter based on certain fields. You can put in a DBS code if this is a traded job and you want to see things that the trading partner has done. Um, but in general, this gives you a blow by blow of everything that has happened with the job. And it will tell you the date and time it happened, what changed, um, and who made the change. It starts from the bottom up. So the latest things to happen are at the top. And if I want to scroll down to see the beginning of the job, I scroll to the bottom. You will see that as part of the job change history, if something has happened in the time frame that has been specified, which I have as June 1st, so it's the past month, um, that this will show. So on June 30th at 11 o'clock, the PST administrator added a new server. If you hit the plus button, you can expand this and you can see that we added a server named Bella Ryan. I didn't fill out some of the other information, but I have the mobile number. I have information about their pay. I set their password. I put their email address, all the things that you might put when you create a new server. Now, the PST administrator logged out, and then Nora Ryan logged in. You can see right here the user changed from PST administrator to Nora Ryan, and she entered a job. You can see everything that's been entered. So we have what the documents were, who the servee is, the client, the attorney, the server was set to Bella Ryan, the case information, everything that you enter in a new job, you will see the values listed here. All right. Um, so this job was created at 11:29 on June 30th. Now, at 11:37 p.m., um, another user named Bob Musser must have had a conversation with the server, and the server said, I can't get in. I need my password reset. And so you can see that all Bob Musser did to the server was he reset the server's password. So they were likely having issues getting into PST Mobile. All right. So once that was done, this was in the server's hands. And what you will see here is that the next few updates don't have a user, they note they're from web services. This is a field update. Says the source is a field update. This is the server having put something in PST mobile and syncing their phone back. So if we look at the field update, you can see, right? They did a drop serve. The guy answered the door but refused to take the papers. Um, that information. You can also then see that they submitted an attachment, which is a picture. So you will now have that available in WebPST to see. Um, okay. Then I think he realized he forgot to set service. So he went back in and he hit the set service button. So you can kind of see everything that happens. Now you see that Bob Musser looked at this job and was like, something happened here. You didn't set the served date and time. So Bob went in and set the served date and time, and he also set the status of the serve to served. If the server had done this correctly, Bob wouldn't have had to do this, but this is reflecting a real world example where issues happen. All right. So now the next thing, Bob Musser goes in and he finishes the job. So the job is now done. The invoice is done. The status email was queued. So you can see who did that within a job. You can see that Bob is printing the affidavit. So Bob generated the affidavit. Bob printed the affidavit. So you can see this is a blow by blow of who did what on the job. You can see that he created the invoice and that the invoice has been printed and is attached to the job. So this is an example of how the change history works in PST. The most important change history you will see is on the job. You can also look at the change history for clients and servers, attorneys and cases, and there will be change history buttons on each of those items as well when you go in to edit those. If you have any questions about this, please give us a call or send us an email. This is a very powerful tool that will help you identify where things may have changed with a job and who has made that change in case there is some sort of misunderstanding or perhaps a training issue that should happen. That's it, and I hope you have a great PST day. Thank you.